Happy Sickle-cell Awareness Month. I haven't been admitted into hospital for 2 years. I'm a mutant and I'm joining the brotherhood. Could my child be a supercell? Hello, hey everyone, welcome in. It's your girl Creatively Anzy and welcome to my creative corner of YouTube. It's September, which means it's Sickle Cell September, so happy Sickle Cell Awareness Month. I have sickle cell anemia and I've managed to stay out of hospital. I haven't been admitted into hospital for 2 years because of different things that I do. So I'm going to share with you today different things that I do to keep myself, not just to keep myself out of hospital, to also lead a healthy lifestyle. Now, first things first, sickle cell anemia is an inherited blood disorder that affects your red blood cells. So instead of your red blood cells to be donut shaped, soft, flexible, they are instead hard, not flexible, sticky, sickle shape, that is banana shape. And because of this mutation, I'm a mutant and I'm joining the brotherhood. Or maybe, I don't know, it is a single cell mutation, meaning could my child be a supercell? I don't know. I digress. Why sickle cell is infamous. The thing sickle cell does to me. Sickle cell causes a whole host of problems such as organ damage, organ failure. People who have sickle cell get much more tired easily. Sickle cells, a normal red blood cell lasts for about 120 days. That's the life cycle of a red blood cell. So it does its job, it lasts, and 120 days later, yeah. A sickle cell, 10 to 20 days before it hands in its notice. And when a red blood, so that means that it's the turnover for sickle cell is so much faster. And because of that, when a red blood cell, any red blood cell dies, it releases a yellowy deposit called bilirubin. And this means that people with sickle cell have the yellowing of their body and their eyes, which is called jaundice. Because I'm melanin rich, you can't see that my body's yellow, but you can see that I have jaundice in my eyes. The main thing that sickle cell is infamous for is a sickle cell crisis. That is the vaso-occlusive. Sickle cells get trapped and causes pain, from moderate pain to the worst pain that you will ever experience in your life. So how to stop, and the thing you want, as someone who has sickle cell, you want to be as far away from the worst pain. That's what we call a 10-10. That is full body pain, the worst thing in the world. Why is this pain even real? To get as far away from that, there's different things that I do. The first and foremost, which should be very obvious, is water. I know, drink water. I do. I drink 4 liters of water every single day. And, I'm not a scientist, but it works for me beautifully. And I'm quite jaundiced, but when I drink 4 liters of alkaline water as compared to normal water, I see that I feel much healthier. Apparently, studies show that alkaline water, the effectiveness of hydration is better, is increased. I am living proof that alkaline water is working for you. The second thing is knowing your body, being at one with your body, knowing and understanding your triggers. So your triggers are different things that will trigger a crisis. This triggers a crisis, that triggers a crisis. Understand your body and be at harmony with your body and know your triggers. For example, with me, for some reason, I'm not allergic to peanuts or peanut butter. Peanut butter. But for some reason, when I eat peanut butter, okay, I used to eat peanut butter just straight from the jar with a spoon. There was no bread involved. And that would trigger a crisis. It wouldn't give me a stomachache to trigger a crisis. It would just trigger a crisis. And we saw loads of different specialists. They didn't know why this was triggering a crisis when I wasn't allergic to it. But, my body's like, that's one of my triggers. I'm like, I hear you. Understand your triggers and understand what your body does and does not like is very important, because your body will talk to you, so you need to listen. That brings me on to point 3, stress. Nothing will trigger a crisis faster than stress. It's the gold medalist of triggers. I can be cold for an hour and stressed for just 10 minutes. That is the ratio. And boom, a crisis comes knocking at your door. When you're stressed, your body releases a hormone that narrows your blood vessels. Now, narrowing of blood vessels is your worst enemy if you have sickle cell anemia. So you don't want that happening. You want to avoid stress as much as possible. I will remove myself from situations that I'm like, this looks like stress. this is going to be stress. Anything that's stressful, no thank you. And I try to keep like a baseline of Zen mode, but I meditate a lot. I meditate almost every single day just to keep, it's good for your mental health, and it's also good for managing stress a lot, and it's good for aftermaths of stress. So sometimes life happens, there's stressful situations. Meditation, reflection is just to bring your stress levels as low as possible, Next point, as I mentioned before, is being cold. Of course, silver medalist, still up there. It's important for you to be dressing warmly. And again, the science backs me up here. That's the sympathetic nervous system. When your same system that is responsible for the narrowing of your blood vessels when you're stressed. Coincidence? I think no, I'm kidding. The sympathetic nervous system narrows your blood vessels when you're cold as well. Again, narrowing of blood vessels when you have sickle cell, a no-no. You don't want to be doing that at all. So you don't want to be, dressed inappropriately when you're on a date with some cute guy and you're like super nervous, so you're also stressed, and you have a crisis in front of him, and then he has to drive you to the hospital, and it's the most embarrassing situation in the whole world. You don't want to do that. That's just like a vague example. Didn't happen to me, but just, vague example. Can still look cute while dressing warmly. Thermals, hello people, they're your best friend. Wear thermals, it's good for you. The next point is exercise. I know most people, I used to be one of them. I was like, oh, I don't exercise. Exercise, no, that'll put me in, that's a trigger. It is high impact exercise, yes, but low impact exercise. Exercise is good for your body getting stronger. Low impact exercise like walking, for example, that I do, or swimming in a heated pool, heavy on the heated pool. Because if you want to be swimming throughout the year, not just summertime, a heated pool is very necessary. It's good for you, to get your blood moving, get your body moving and stuff like that, become strong. Low impact is the key though, get that blood circulating. Also, that's exercise, that's good for everyone. Eating healthy, again, that's across, everyone should be eating healthy. But with sickle cell, having bad food, getting a stomachache, that will trigger a crisis. You don't want to be triggering a crisis. But it's also good for your body. So your body will become stronger. You're eating healthy, you're doing low impact exercise. Your body will be stronger, which my last point is, you will trigger, a crisis will happen. I have sickle cell anemia, of course, I still get crisis. I get crisis every single day. I have pain, but like I'm talking major crises to like high mid-level crises. You can control those ones because you're eating healthy, doing all of these things. Your body is at a baseline that is stronger. It's almost like all these things you're doing is armor, so that when sickle cell does come in, you're like, okay, let's go. Because for example, like when I used to be in hospital, it would be like 5 week stints at a time. But now it's like the maximum I've been in hospital for 2 weeks because of the things that I do, because my body is coming from a place of strength, so it's very important that even though I had a crisis, but your body's actually stronger, better equipped to deal with these crises. And when I have the smaller crises at home, I use an infrared lamp. So good, I love my infrared lamp. A hot water bottle, of course, that's the standard. Deep heat, you got to massage those areas, get those pesky cells away. And I love the smell of deep heat. It just reminds me of feeling better. The last point is luck, because hello, you can do all these things and still have a crisis. I'm joking. The last point is having a very supportive network with you, your friends and family, the most invaluable people, being able to lean on your friends and family for different things. Some days you're feeling tired, some days this, some days that. That is the biggest weapon in your arsenal against sickle cell is your network. And also your wider network, for example, and like sharing different experience going to sickle cell forums and stuff, or other places where they talk about having chronic conditions. The alkaline water thing, that was from a sickle cell forum that I went to in person. And I love asking people, people always sharing stories like, I haven't had a crisis in 15 years. What did you do when you didn't have a crisis in 15 years? And they'll share their stories of different things that they did. Some things are outlandish and I'm like, I probably can't do that. But he was like, he drinks water. He drinks alkaline water. He was like, you better drink 4 liters. I was like, I can drink 4 liters of alkaline water. Let me also look into this. And I've been doing it. It's worked for me. It was like a magic trick. And I was like, oh my goodness. I just have to drink water are you kidding me? And so I love sharing knowledge and different hints and tips, but I also like, like, if you guys have advice, let me know, let me know in the comments, because I'm gonna do it. And so let me know in the comments below if you have any advice to offer yourself, or if you have questions. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for listening, and happy Sickle-cell Awareness Month. Bye guys.